Well, it looks like the other day we had a bunch of spoilers and news come out on the Final Fantasy set and what's going to be in it. And the biggest news, of course, obviously, is the serialized card, the Chocobo, Kokobo, however you want to say. I say Chocobo. There's going to be a serialized. That's the only card in the set that's serialized, and it's of 77. So really interesting. My honest take, first of all, is as I've been saying before with serialized cards, I'm a big advocate in dropping the amount of serialized cards because they need to be collectible, they need to be sought after, and they need to be a very hard thing to get, and needs to be something that actually matters when you get it. And I think that's a thing that they did, and I think it's a smart move, which I think is going to make a lot of people upset, to be honest with you. So could they make it of 500? Could they make it of 1,000? Sure. Could they make like 30 different serialized cards? Of course they could. But I think this is the move that the direction they've been going for a while now. As we said with serialized cards, they've been dropping the amount of serialized cards per set, not just the amount that are serialized, but the number of actual individual cards that are serialized as well. And I like it. I think for a set like Final Fantasy that is beyond hyped, beyond like the expectations are so high, it's absolutely insane. And the FOMO is absolutely incredible. So to do this, I think just makes sense with the way the set is going pre-release. A lot of people are going to be upset because a lot of people want to get these serialized cards, and I understand that. Like big fans of the set that want to get them, sure. But the reality is this is a very premium product. Even though it's standard legal, it's still a very premium product. Regular standard sets for collector boxes, again, pre-order 200, 200 a quarter for collector boxes. These ones are starting off like the cheapest I saw stores pre-releasing like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I want to say. 500, I think, was the cheapest ones, and they haven't been that since like a few months ago. This is like really early pre-release. So I get everyone's gonna want one of these serialized cards, but the reality is you just can't have them. This is meant to be a serious collector's set, and it really is. 77 in the world is like very, very few. If the one ring from Lord of the Rings, there's one of those. That thing sold for like $2 million. What's one of these 77 going to be worth? It's anyone's guess, really, because when you have a card set like an Aether Spark from Aether Drift, Edgar Markov from Innistrad, those 1 of 500 are selling for like $2,000 now. After release and things have kind of settled down, they're selling for like $2,000. And those are anything near like Final Fantasy. So, I mean, a bold, really crazy prediction, honestly, if I pulled one of these things, if I pulled the number 14 or 35, a random number that doesn't really mean anything, I mean, I would ask north of like 50 grand. I mean, and that might even be like super low, to be honest with you, because I think the people that get these, they're either going to want to keep them or the people that want them are going to pay a lot of money for them. So it's really anyone's guess right now until one actually gets pulled. My honest opinion with this is I think it's a good thing. I think that serialized cards, if they're going to be in Magic the Gathering, so they don't turn to like sports cards where like they're everywhere, they don't mean anything. A serialized card should be a very special thing. It should be an extremely rare thing, and it should be valuable. It should be sought after. It should be wanted and demanded seriously. So I think this is a very good thing when it comes to serialized cards. Which kind of leads me to my next point with Final Fantasy is these boxes now on pre-release. Again, they bounce between $650 and $700 for a collector box of Final Fantasy. And with this news of all the beautiful spoilers they just showed us, the arts, the treatments, the new cards are absolutely incredible. I think these pre-order prices should go up for collector boxes. We've seen 700 for a little while, and I think that they could stay there or go above that very easily. So my thought is that if you're not into the serialized hunt or you're not into $700 boxes, there's nothing wrong with getting the play boxes. The play boosters are like $150, which if there's 30 packs per box, you're paying $5 per pack. That's a great deal. You're gonna get a lot of cool rares and mythics and foils and a lot of great cards in the set. And for like $150, or you splurge and get 2 boxes, you get a bunch of cards from the set and you'll be happy. What's gonna happen, this is my opinion, is that obviously the set's gonna be open like crazy. People are gonna be hunting for those serialized cards, and not just that, but I think there was various different variations of the Chocobos. There's like the red one, the blue one, I think like purple, green, or whatever the colors were, like based on I'm guessing based on the colors from Final Fantasy VII from the races. I think that's what that was, and my guess is if people are hunting these versions and these serialized cards and all this, guess what happens? A million boxes get open, a million packs get open, not just collector, but play as well. I think the individual base copies of these cards are going to be cheap. That's a good thing. So I think it's one of those things where like it should be, I hate to say it, but in a collectible card game, there's going to be your regular game pieces, like the cheap ones to play with, which they should be available to pretty much anybody. And then the collector pieces, which are going to be extremely sought after, extremely expensive, and anyone can pull them from a collector pack. Just get lucky, like that Willy Wonka golden ticket, and get one. But I think that the people that have the deep pockets and the whales, they can go buy one on the open market for however much they're going to cost if they feel like it. But I think for the regular player that just wants to get the cards and play, because it will be in standard, as we said, which is just crazy because the power level for some of these is nuts. We don't know exactly which cards will be in standard, though, because there are some reprints. I'm not sure if they're all going to be in standard, because there were some pretty cool reprints as well. Like Ragavan has a new skin. I forget who it was on there, but that's like a new skin of the card. Like, is that going to be legal in standard? I'm not sure. I didn't read the full thing yet, but I saw the skins, and like the arts are insane. But it's one of those things where I think if you can afford the collector boxes and you can afford to gamble on opening packs to get the cards you hope you get, then go ahead, have a good time. But if it is a stretch for your wallet to do so, to buy collector packs or boxes to hunt for those things, don't do it. There's nothing wrong with just buying play boosters for a set, enjoying the base cards, or buying the singles. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's a game, so it should be treated like a game. But if you have the ability, if you have the finances, if you have the resources to crack these packs and chase these things, go for it. Have a good time. It's going to be fantastic. I don't think anybody that's looking for a serialized card should open. I mean, I don't know. It could take thousands of boxes to open a serialized card. It could be one pack. Some people are going to open one pack and they're going to get it. Some people are going to open like a pallet and get nothing. So, and I always say with serialized cards, never open packs trying to get the serialized card. It's really hard. It's a bonus if you get it. That's all it is. Open it because you enjoy it, because you're enjoying the experience of it. And if you get the serialized card, it's a bonus. So yeah, my advice is, if the collector boxes and all that is too much, just play boosters are fine. I'm sure they'll have like the borderless cards and alternate arts and all that. And it's going to be great. And you'll get the cards. They'll be available, or just buy the singles. That's totally fine too. Seeing just the cards that are like spoiled. So I'm recording this Saturday, but I'm going to release on Sunday. So I just got the news like an hour ago about all these spoilers, but I'm making this video. So this will come out a day after the news comes out. But seeing the arts, they're absolutely incredible. I mean, phenomenal. Like, definitely giving a lot of credit to the characters and the arts from the games. Again, I played Mystic Quest, the first one, Final Fantasy 2 and 3 in America. 7 and 10 were the main ones I played. After that, I never really played too much. I played Tactics. So a lot of the characters I'm honestly not going to recognize. I'm just not, because I didn't play any newer ones in the past 10 plus years, or whatever it is. But the arts that I've seen are absolutely incredible. I love that new Sephiroth card. The abilities, the flip cards, they're fantastic. There's going to be so many cool things to build. Not just Commander, but everything. And I absolutely cannot wait to build them. What was the last thing? Yeah, I think it's just don't. This is a premium product. It really is. Even though it's standard legal, like, you have to remember that. Like, this is triple the price of a regular set for the collector boxes, but the play booster boxes are just a little over normal. The fact that the play boxes are like $150 still on pre-order is phenomenal. Now, I don't really carry on my Whatnot show. I generally try to only carry collector packs. But on certain sets, if it's either really, really expensive collector boxes, like Lord of the Rings, for example, I do have Lord of the Rings collector boxes, but I actually just ordered some set boxes back in because it's a cheap way for people to enjoy the product if they just like Lord of the Rings. And actually, I think I'm going to do the same thing with Final Fantasy, because not everyone, I'm not sure what I'm going to charge, honestly, for packs on my Whatnot channel for collector packs for Final Fantasy, but I would imagine, honestly, it's going to be like 70 plus per pack. That's a lot. Compare that to like 2 packs of say like 140 or 150. That's a whole play box of Final Fantasy, and you get all the cards. Yeah, you don't have the chance of like the crazy awesome things, but for some people that's okay. And so more and more people, I'm going to suggest, like, just don't be upset if you can't get collector packs, because I hate to say it, but like, not everyone can afford them. People are going to be priced out of them, and that's just how it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a game. It should be played like a game. If you're a hardcore collector, then yes, go for the heavy stuff or buy those crazy singles, sure. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with a set like this at a premium price for collectors, but not for play boosters, to just get play boosters, crack a few of those packs for fun, open a box or two, but buy a bunch of singles. and just enjoy it as it is. I think that this news of the lower amount of serialized cards is going to, I think it's going to make it more sought after. I think it's going to make it more expensive because it's going to be rare. I think it's crazy that the Japanese collector packs don't have serialized cards. That would piss me off to no end. If I lived in Japan and I bought Japanese cards, or if I just wanted Japanese cards but I didn't have a chance to get them and they're still charging this premium price, I think that's a jerk move. Like, imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if all the serialized cards were in Japanese printings and none were in English. People would riot. So I imagine in Japan where they're printed there, they're probably really pissed off. So play the game you want to play and enjoy the set you want, the way you want to enjoy it. Don't go into debt cracking open packs and chasing things. Don't do that. If anything, play boosters are fine, singles are fine. If you want to and you're able to chase those serialized cards, those crazy versions and anything in collector packs, go for it. But I tell you what, I think they're going to get expensive like really quick. Again, I've been saying this for a while now, but a few weeks ago I started nibbling. Again, I'm not buying like cases a week because I honestly think the more we get closer to release day, if you've noticed the past few months, when stores started pre-ordering and pre-saling Final Fantasy collector boxes, they started at 500. That was the first one I saw. And since then, the pre-orders and pre-sale prices have only gone up. They're not like going back down. They're only going up. And it's funny because I see the same stores that were selling them for 500 months ago. Now they're selling for 550. Then it was 600 and then 650. And I'm curious if the people that paid 500 are going to get canceled or not. I don't know. I mean, it depends the integrity of the store, honestly, because if a store wants to screw some people over to make a few extra $100 or a few $1,000s, they're going to cancel all those $500 pre-orders and then relist them for, 600, 700 or 1,000 or whatever it's going to be. So again, that's my point of view is I'm going to nibble a couple boxes here, a couple boxes there. The most I ordered from one store was 4. But at this point, I think I've got like 5 different stores I've ordered from for I think like a total of like 12 boxes. It's not a lot. Again, we still have a month before release. And again, it doesn't end there. Just because the set's released doesn't mean they're gone. Like, they will still be for sale. Plus, I'll be curious too, on release day, when everyone can list on TCG Player, if there's a wave, regardless of what the price is pre-release, if there's a wave of people dumping them for a quick profit, and if people can scoop in and get a little bit of a deal. Like, I'm watching this daily. So, as I mentioned in another video, there's plenty of other sets going on right now. But with news like this, I think it's important to take a look at it and see. And it's important for, I think, every player to determine how you want to deal with this set. This isn't a standard set like Duskmourn or Murders or Karlov Manor or Brothers War or Ace of Drift or anything like that. This isn't a standard set that like it's going to have some hype, or like Tarkir, even though that was really hyped. Like, the highest the boxes got was like 400. Then it dipped down a little bit and it's going to work its way back up to 400. These boxes at pre-release are like, they're going to be 700. They are 700. So it's a whole different ballgame for a premium product. So I think it's important for anyone that's interested to make a game plan and make a decision on how you want to play and collect this set, because it's going to be wild. And, I'm excited though, because honestly, the cards so far look fantastic. The power level's awesome. There's gonna be a lot of cool commanders to build, and it's so far it looks absolutely incredible. And I hate to say this, but like, I feel like this set coming out, how can Marvel a few months later be any better? And at this point, I don't think it can, but I hope I'm surprised.